Welcome to Sci-Fi Short Stories. Please subscribe. Your one click truly means everything to me. Marcus pushed his mop across the polished floors of the diplomatic wing, his ears tuned to the familiar sounds of the station. Ventilation systems, distant footsteps, the soft hum of the gravity generators. His daughter, Sophie's lunch, sat in his janitorial locker 3 levels down, waiting for one 200-hour break. He made her favorite, peanut butter and banana. The emergency alert changed everything. The Zephrroni diplomatic vessel had suffered catastrophic systems failure during docking. Princess Ilamara, the first Zephrroni royal to visit human space, had been caught in the decompression event. The news feeds were already speculating about war, about failed treaty negotiations, about humanity's failure to protect a valued ally. Nobody was talking about the princess herself. Marcus only knew because he was mopping the medical wing when they brought Heron, a creature of impossible grace, rendered utterly motionless. Her chitinous exoskeleton was magnificent even in the harsh hospital lights. Her 4 limbs arranged in an elegant posture that couldn't hide the devastating truth. Spinal damage. Complete neural severance at the thoracic junction. She would never walk again. He should have kept mopping. Instead, he stopped. The princess's enormous compound eyes tracked him with sudden intensity. "You," she said, her translator crackling slightly. "You are staring." Marcus felt heat rise to his cheeks. "Sorry, Your Highness. I'm sorry about what happened. I'm a princess of the Zephrroni collective," she said, her voice carrying the weight of centuries. "I am meant to represent strength, grace, power. Now I am meant to represent what? Fragility, dependence." There is such raw pain beneath the regal tone that Marcus forgot his place. "My daughter Sophie. She's 8. She has cerebral palsy. She was born unable to walk the way other kids do. You know what I learned? Strength isn't about what your body can do. It's about what your spirit refuses to surrender." Ilamar's mandibles clicked. The Zephrroni equivalent of bitter laughter. Pretty words from a human custodian. "I'm not just a custodian," Marcus said quietly. "I'm a dad who learned that his daughter's worth has nothing to do with her legs." "Neither does yours, Your Highness." The diplomatic corps tried everything. Physical therapy, neural regeneration treatments, experimental surgeries. Nothing worked. The Zephrroni prepared to withdraw. Their princess's injury deemed unsurvivable by their cultural standards. Paralysis was seen as a failure of genetic perfection. But Marcus had other ideas. He started visiting Ilamara's recovery chamber during his shifts. At first, she refused to acknowledge him, and she began asking questions about Sophie, about how a human child coped with physical limitation in a world not built for her. "She falls," Marcus said honestly, "a lot. She gets frustrated. Sometimes she cries, but you know what she does? She gets back up. Not because she's trying to be normal, because she's trying to be herself." "Your species is illogical," Ilamara said, but her tone had softened. "Maybe, but we're stubborn about it." When the rehabilitation doctors had given up, Marcus made his proposition. "I'll help you walk," he said. Ilamar laughed, a sound like crystalline chimes breaking. Then she stopped and her enormous eyes glistened with something wet. Among the Zephrroni, tears were a sign of ultimate shame. "You cannot possibly—" "No, I probably can't," Marcus interrupted. "But my daughter does things every day that doctors said she couldn't do. Not because she's superhuman, because she's human. The kind that refuses to accept limitations as destiny." Over 3 months Marcus worked with Ilamara during his shifts. He couldn't repair her spine, but he could help her understand that locomotion wasn't the only measure of power. Had taught her techniques, Sophie used adaptive movement, compensatory strength training, the psychological resilience of refusing to disappear. Sophie even visited once, rolling into Ilamar's chamber in her custom wheelchair. The two of them looked at each other. One human child, one alien princess, both confined to devices that the universe deemed limitations. "You're cool," Sophie said simply. Ilamara's mandibles trembled. "You are extraordinary, small human." On the day of the finale valuation, Ilamara didn't walk in the traditional sense. But she rose from her medical pod using upper body strength and specially designs of phronexoskeletons, positioning herself with such dignity that the assembled diplomatic corps fell silent. "I came to your station as a princess," she announced, her translator steady and strong. "I returned to my people as something more valuable, a symbol that strength is not broken by circumstance. It is redefined by courage." She looked directly at Marcus. "This human janitor taught me that a life of meaning is not measured in steps, but in moments where we refuse to surrender our spirits. My people will learn this. We will be stronger for it." After she left, Sophie found Marcus in the custodial break room. She hugged him, fierce and tight. "You did good, Dad," Marcus smiled. "We all did, kiddo. We all did." In the weeks that followed, the Zephrroni began changing their cultural attitudes toward physical limitation. And all started with a single dad, a mop, and their revolutionary idea that different doesn't mean diminished.